Hi, welcome back. I'm so happy that you're here. You made it. I mean, you're like 2 steps closer to finding your special personal power. How cool is that? It was only a few days ago when you started out, and here you are. What we're going to do today is we're going to take that process to the outside. In the last 2 steps, what we've done is we went 7 ways deep, and then we created that timeline where you started with an obstacle that you need to overcome and that path to overcoming it to where you are today. Now we are going to ask other people, not just ourselves, other people, what they think our strengths are. So the assignment here is to send an email to about 20 people that you trust and like. And those can be colleagues, family members, friends, sport buddies, right? Maybe even clients. If you have clients that you were close to, send it to them. If you're my age, maybe you go back 20 years. If you're younger, it's going to be 5 or 10. Doesn't matter, right? So as long as you have feedback from 20 people from different contexts in your life, that can give you qualified feedback. So then you wait for 2 or 3 days. So ask them to send back those emails within 2 or 3 days. And then you get the emails back and you will analyze that feedback. And I'm going to show you now how to do that. Go to wordclouds.com and that gets you to this page. And when you arrive there, you may see this little box here, a notification here that will ask you if you're a first-time user. You may not see it at all. That's fine. Either case, you click on this wizard button. And then you get those 4 options. You choose type or paste text. That's the way how you're going to submit content to the website. So once you're there, it will pop up this window and you can cut and paste text from the messages that you get. What I want you to do though is not to paste in the entire responses that you get, because we would like to focus on keywords, right? So you go through every email and then you type everything that's relevant to you in here. So maybe your feedback givers called you an achiever. Maybe they call you a leader. Maybe they called you a learner, right? So some may call you inspirational, right? Inspirational. Others may call you a role model, right? So you just put your word after word after word and make sure that whenever you read somebody else's feedback, that you put that in, even if you have repetition, especially actually when you have repetition. So many people may call you an achiever. So then you put this in a few times. Also, more than one person, if you are that character, then they will call you a leader, right? So don't worry about the alphabetizing or the grouping of the terms. Just write them as they are. Maybe somebody calls you analytical, for example, right? And you may have that oddball that calls you something that you don't know where that was coming from. Like your shortcut, right? So for example, which is one of the pieces of feedback that I got. So now you have those terms. I would want you to have at least 60 terms in there. Ideally, you would have 80 to 100 terms in there so that you get a meaningful result. When you're done, you click the apply button, click apply, and the website then automatically will create a word cloud for you like this. And what that does is it gives you immediate feedback on what the majority of your friends think. In this case, you can see that the biggest words that I have for me, for the example that I put in, is leader and achiever, right? So now you have 2 options. So you have those terms. Ideally, if you put in like 80, 90 terms, 100, you will have 5, 6, 7 words that stick out. These are the 7 or 6 words that describe you that I want to capture. And you can capture them in 2 ways. So you print it out and then you hang it on the wall, Or you take a blank sheet of paper, like this one, right? A blank sheet of paper and a thick pen, and you write these terms on your sheet. So in this case, it would be leader and it would be achiever, right? So you should have 5 or 6. Do not extract more than 9. Don't go to double digit. 5 to 7 is a good number to extract. And so now you have this here on the sheet, and now you put the sheet aside, you put it here, and let it rest. So I would like you to sleep over it for at least one night and reflect on it. You will need time to process it, and then, by that time I will have sent you a new lecture, and we will continue to work with what we've learned. Okay, so enjoy the process. It's a fun process because you will mostly get good feedback, right? So it's a celebration of yourself. So celebrate yourself, know that you're beautiful, you're amazing, you're marvelous, the dream come true, and most of all, stay amazing. Bye.